What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RNG Crypto here with you for another video. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, let me make sure you hit the like, smash the subscribe, guys, and come here into my YouTube channel. Click on this Linktree link down here on the right, where you will have access to my Twitter, my community Telegram, my Telegram shouts where I give you time-sensitive information, as well as a chance for you to enter a gala giveaway, guys. I give away $600 worth of gala to 2 lucky winners every 5,000 subscribers, guys. Join that by creating an account using this link. With that said, guys, let's jump into today's topic. Before we get started, let me make sure I hit you with my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do should not be taken as such. Please make sure you are always doing your own due diligence and research before investing any money. Okay, guys, I'm coming at you a little different today, coming at you with the charts. We're going to talk about Cardano, MultiVAC, Velas, Nakamoto, NAKA token games, Fabwelt, and Roseon Finance, one of my favorite projects, guys. Let's talk about Cardano first. And before I get started, let me make sure you know that I am not a professional technical analyst. This stuff is stuff I've learned over the last, what is it now, 8 months. So surely you want to make sure that you are double checking my work by doing your own research and following up what I'm looking at here, guys. And let's talk about Cardano. Cardano is dipping. The whole market is dipping. In fact, the whole overall market cap right now, let me make this bigger so you can see, is $2.4 trillion, meaning that about almost $7 trillion or $6 trillion. Their entire market cap right now is $2.4 trillion, meaning that about almost between 6 and 700 billion dollars have left the market. There is definitely some fear in this. There's definitely some fear happening right now, and I'm looking at Cardano way zoomed out right now, only on the daily though, because I want to show this on the 200 MA, the moving average. So the moving average right here in white is the 200-day MA, and every time that Cardano has dipped below the 200-day, we've seen a nice bounce up, going bullish, guys. Right here, the last one most recently around July, dipped underneath the 200-day moving average, and boom, way up. And now we're about to do it, or we actually already have dipped under the 200-day moving average, which, just judging by history, I want to say that we're probably going to the upside coming up very soon. Not to mention, guys, the trend right now, we're at a nice accumulation trend right here on a slight downtrend, but nothing going up yet, guys. This is what happens. You know, you see it here as well. Slight downtrend, boom, and then we break under the 200 moving day. I want to keep saying EMA, the moving average, 200 moving day average, boom, up there, and same thing back here. You know, I'd have to zoom in for these guys, right? It's happening. Where did it happen? Right here, downtrend, right here, downtrend, right? So guys, this is history repeating itself. I know I've kind of already kicked the dead horse here, but I want you to see this, okay? I want you to use this as one of your tools, one of your many tools to determine or predict what's going to happen next. And we can see also on the daily, we're at a very nice place at the RSI, guys. Everything's pretty undersold right now, looking to bounce up. And I think all that happened is people have lost faith in Cardano. Mainnet happened, and they expected a million projects to immediately be on the platform. It doesn't work that way, guys. Things take time, especially when things are just starting out. But once things are running, whew, you're gonna wish you would have been buying on these dips or holding whatever you had. Anyway, guys, let's talk about MultiVAC next. This is another layer one. This is a new layer one, or relatively new. Their mainnet just came out in June of this year. Staking rewards are excellent. The technology is amazing. I mean, 70 or at the current shards, it's 100% sharding technology. At the current amount of shards, it does over 65,000 transactions per second, and it can continuously or endlessly scale up. So I love the fundamentals of this project. It also solves the blockchain trilemma. I won't go into that, but guys, look at the different videos that I have in my channel. So looking at the charts here, I'm zoomed out again on the daily. You can see here, this is going back from July on the major pump right here. So let's actually put up the Fibonacci on this. Okay, so based on the Fibonacci, based on the pump from July, we're not quite where I would like to buy in, which is the 0.618 on the Fibonacci retracement tool. So guys, when you're looking at this, this would be more of something I would look at zoomed in more. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I would look at this from a more local low, which is right here. This was October, beginning of October, right? So in this case, we're in a good buy-in zone, trading this more short term. Yeah, I mean, it's way down below my normal buy-in zone, so I think it's a good buy-in. Again, this is a 59 million market cap project, meaning that it does not take very much money for this to pump. In addition, they are a very promising team. I have done reviews on these. If you don't know who they are, you should definitely look into it. So that's MTV right there. So this is me using the fib retracement, also using my RSI. Looking here, look, the RSI is way down, way 4 hour. Let's go on the daily. Also way down. I may even let it dip just a little bit more because historically looking at this, when it has dipped, it's usually gone pretty close to the line. We're kind of far still, so this could dip even further. But I am already DCAing into this, and that's all I'm going to say. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about Velas. Velas is pumping right now, okay? And I personally am not buying in because right now we're up here, we're overbought. I would rather allocate into something here. So there are other projects I'm going to choose to put my money in. But you know, obviously, fundamentally speaking, Velas is a strong project, and I think it has a lot of more room to grow. I'm just very reluctant at buying in at resistance levels because that's where we are right now. So this is a scenario I want to show because you know, even though you know a lot of people might get excited and want to buy in, and they buy in here. Right now we're at resistance. It may not be the best time to buy in unless tomorrow Bitcoin suddenly explodes up above 62,000 again. Uh, yeah, I don't think I would even consider that. Even then, I probably wouldn't because I don't buy at resistance. You want to buy where? At support. So when it comes down, maybe then. So here I've thrown up some horizontal lines for us to see this a little better. You see the red line, that's our resistance. And then I have 3 lines of support. The first 2 being relatively weak since we have not tested this a second time yet. If we test it a second time, I'll feel much better about this area of support. But there's still a 3rd line of support that's a very strong one down at the 17-15 cent area. So right now we're making our way up towards resistance again. I don't think that we're gonna break it. I think we're gonna bounce off just based on what Bitcoin's doing right now. And then we might start trading sideways and then eventually make our way up. So it might be not the best time. Right now, if you were to invest right now, you're investing with much higher risk. It's all high risk, but you're investing with much higher risk than you would if you bought in down here or if eventually down here if you're patient. And that all depends again on what Bitcoin is doing. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about Nakamoto, Naka token. Nakamoto Games is a gaming platform that recently launched, and they are working on getting their mainnet launched here in the end of this month. In addition, their first game is going to be launched in the end of this month. So there's a lot of hype behind this, and I believe with those launches, there's going to be some exploding happening here on the charts. And right now, we're just bounced off of the low or the local low based on the little history that we have here, and are on our way back up. Depending on what Bitcoin does, it may correct again and bounce off and test the lows again. But guys, there's not much to chart here other than the fact that we know what the timing is here. This was a relatively new project that's launching and has some big news coming up. So I think this is a good entry point anywhere down here in between 250 and 320, to be honest, is when I'm DCAing. So guys, that's it for Nakamoto Games. And just to say, all 3 coins coming up are ones I am very excited about. The next one I want to talk about is Fabwelt or Fabwelt, however you want to pronounce that, guys. And this is another chain that is happening or working on building a platform for video games to build their games on top of, so they can focus on the design of the video game and not so much making it all work on the blockchain. And this is a very new one that just launched on Anypad, and I have been talking about this. I have videos on all these coins that I'm talking about, by the way. But Fabwelt, it pumped, then it crashed, and now it's people are seeing that, hey, this is only 1.3x higher than the IDO price. Why is no one buying this? And people are buying it, and you can see it's starting to have an uptrend here. So I'm very much DCAing into this pretty much every day with some of the passive income I'm making, and trying to fill my bags of some Fabwelt, because this is like filling your bags with some Gala Games tokens when Gala Games first came out. Fabwelt and same thing with Nakamoto Games are similar concepts, and the market is big enough for all 3 of them to coexist. So this is that one, guys. Last one, but definitely not the least one, is Roseon Finance, one of my favorite projects. Let's go back to TradingView and pull them up. They have been killing it. I mean, and you can see most of their stuff right now is being locked away because people are wanting to take part of their IDOs. This is a project that has a mobile app that allows you as a user to have access to DeFi and launchpads in your pocket on the mobile phone. So this thing is set to explode, and you can see people are locking up all their Roseon in those savings accounts on their app because they want to take part in these IDOs. And we've pumped and we've hardly corrected, and more than likely it's going to continue to trade sideways before Bitcoin recovers, and then we go way up on this fifth leg here that I have here on the Elliott wave. I don't know where it's going to end up yet. I haven't really charted that, but it's going to go up. So guys, this is one of my favorite projects. I strongly recommend you look at some of the videos that I've made on them. Also, if you decide to make an account, use my referral link. It's down in the link tree in the description here, as well as most videos covering Roseon, guys. Those are it, guys. That's all I wanted to cover with you. I hope this was informative. I hope you learned something about the different techniques, methods that I use to try and determine, what's going to happen next. And yeah, if you have feedback for me, leave it in the comments. I definitely am open to feedback. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert at this stuff. So any tips, tricks that you can give me, I'm happy to hear about. Let me know. Guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Did not mean to click that. And why is everything popping up at the end of the like? Bye.